guys, and welcome. We're gonna just get right into it. So I am going to remove the wrapper skin thing off of the tomatillos, and I have about 8 or 9, and then I have 6 jalapenos, I believe, and I will take the stems off of that. This is getting them ready to rinse, which then we will move them to the pan and boil. So just so you know, this is going to be a little spicy, well, pretty spicy, and especially if you're sensitive, I would not recommend this many jalapenos, but this is how I typically make it, so this is how I'm doing the video. Ultimately, if you do not want it very spicy, I would take the jalapeno amount down to maybe 2 or 3. The rest of the steps will be exactly the same. So once you fill up with water, you will then put it on the stove, and I'm usually doing about a high heat. I cook it on a high heat. You will then start to boil it, and basically they will start darkening on usually on the side that's facing the heat, and then that's why I'm flipping it here. As you can see, it's darker on one side. It's kind of hard to tell on that, but you can see in the pot how they're kind of almost like a brownish green color. So you want them to all be that color. Don't cook them too long though, because they will explode. Once they are all this color and they've boiled, I would say it's about 10 to 15 minutes or so before that happens. You can then just drain them and then move them to the blender. You can also use a food processor. And here I actually filled it up a little too much, so I put a few of these aside, and once you blend it down it will make more space, and I will add these in just a minute. You will also add in water. It's about 1/3 of a cup, I would say, the couple cloves of garlic, and this is about 1/3 of an onion, and you can use white or yellow. I'm then going to add the chicken bouillon. So you'll add about a tablespoon or so of the chicken bouillon. You can adjust that to your personal preference, and then I will be adding 2 teaspoons of salt for taste and blending. Okay, so once it's blended, you will then want to get another saucepan, about a medium-sized saucepan, add a couple teaspoons of oil on medium-high heat, wait for it to actually warm up, and then add in the chili. It does come out thick. If you prefer it to be thick, you can just leave it as is. Otherwise, I'm going to water it down. You can use water or chicken broth. I prefer chicken broth, but I did use water. And then you want to bring that to a boil. As you can see here, it does darken. Once it gets about this color, it's ready to go. And you can serve it directly out of the pan, or you can move it to cool, depending on your dish. I a lot of the times use this as my sauce for enchiladas, so I will just work with it right out of the pan. You can also refrigerate it or use it as a dipping sauce. It's really good with also tacos. I actually really like it with chicken tacos. You can use it with taquitos, really anything that you want. And then just so you know, everything is to taste, so you can add as much salt as you need. You can adjust the garlic. We've already talked about the jalapenos. And then also what makes it really good is you can blend it with cilantro. I do enjoy it that way, but it just depends on the dish that I'm having. So Again, everything is to taste, so adjust it, play with it to get it exactly the way you want it. This is just personally the way that I like it. So anyway, I do hope you enjoy it. I hope it comes out amazing and that you can really bring out any dish that you're having. And please come back, like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm always open to any feedback. Thank you.